A very good morning to everybody and welcome to your first Friday's video for the month of October. I can't believe it's October already, and if you're watching this video on Friday, the day it's released, then I am either currently on my way to Ohio or I have arrived in Ohio for the Paul Bunyan show. I can't believe that the time has come around again already. I mean, the year seemed to have flown by now. It doesn't seem like a full 12 months since last year's Paul Bunyan show. But here we are in October, and it should be a great time. Next week's video will be about the Paul Bunyan show, and I'm sure I'll be going live at some point during this weekend. So again, happy Friday to everybody and welcome to October. Today we're going to get into a few more deliveries. I've got 3 deliveries scheduled today, but I also want to take some time in between the second and third delivery. I've got a little bit of a gap, and I'm going to take some time and talk to you all today about the reality of what this hobby has become. I've been doing a lot of thinking here recently, and my wife has been kind of nudging me a little bit to try to make some changes to what I'm doing here for a variety of reasons that we'll get into. And maybe have a little talk about what the difference is between a hobby, a business, what the similarities are, and some things that you have to do when you're bouncing around in that kind of middle ground like I feel like I am. So we'll get into all that today, show you some of the deliveries, and see what else we can get into, so stick around. We got 3 loads to haul out today. The first trailer is already loaded over there. My helper, my seasonal employee Valerie, is here, and talking to my mama. And we got the second trailer back down over here right now. We're getting ready to start chucking wood into that. The first trailer's got a mix of oak, cherry, and locust in it. And I think this next trailer's probably gonna have the same. The yard is getting empty. I got a lot of wood going out this week and next week. So we haven't been doing a whole lot of processing, as you probably noticed over there. That pile of locust is still there because all the time and energy has been focused on getting all these deliveries out. So I'm going to get this second trailer loaded up. We'll head out to the first delivery, show you the dumps on those, and come back and load up for the next delivery. Right, there's the second trailer loaded with another full cord. It's a 2-cord delivery to this one customer, and yes, I could have put the other set of sideboards on to deliver it on one load, but it's only a few miles away from here. So I'm just going to take it in 2 loads, and I know some of you had suggested in the last video that I just keep the double boards on there so that I can always fit 2-cord in each trailer. But the reason why I don't do that is because when I go get loads of logs from the tree service, the little mini dingo things, the little mini loaders, can't reach over the side if I go much higher than that. So that's why I'm leaving it the way it is, and maybe I'll come up with a system that I can do like a quick attach for a second level of boards or something. Have to think on that for a little bit. But my beautiful bride helped me stack the trailers this morning, so thank you. She's bringing me a nice cold water. And this weekend, while we're at Paul Bunyan, she's taking the kids to watch some softball games. Some of the girls that she's played with on her team have graduated, are now playing college ball. So she gets to go see some of her friends play some D1 college softball, so that'll be fun. But let's go jump in the truck, get these loads delivered, get back and load the third load. me backing in that gate there, that has a little bit to do with what I want to talk to you about in a little bit. So I just got back to the wood yard with that empty trailer from the first dump, and I was surprised that my wife was there. Valerie was there when I got there, and she brought a coffee to me, and she said, "Do you want me to load this trailer for your delivery this afternoon while you're taking the other trailer for the second dump?" And I said, "Yeah, that would be awesome. Thanks so much." And she said, "No problem." So I was thinking in my head, there's got to be, you know, this is a little odd that she's offering to do this. I mean, she always helps me, but, you know, we normally have a plan together for when she's going to help, and she kind of initiated this on her own. So as I'm unhooking the trailer in front of the wood where she's going to be chucking it into the empty trailer, she said, "Once we get this done, while you have time in between your next delivery, I got some stuff to work on at the house, if you can help me." And I just kind of chuckled, and I was like, that's why, right there, that's why you wanted to get these deliveries, these trailers loaded up as quickly as possible so that I got some time to do some honeydews today. So that's the plan. We're heading up to do the second dump right now. I just thought that was funny and wanted to share it with you. Let's go get this dumped, and then I will talk to you about the things going on in my mind and in Valerie's mind about this whole hobby slash business thing. And we'll finish out the video with the last delivery of the day. All right, that delivery is done for the day. Val has already loaded the trailer and is gone. So the delivery for this afternoon is all loaded up and ready to go. She got that knocked out for me, so that's awesome. Mom is over there mowing grass. Not too many grass mowings left, I don't believe, this year. But the sun is shining today, and it's a beautiful day, so she's getting the yard squared away. And another update, bit of news here for you, is the Ramsplitter is officially finding a new home. We are expecting someone to come pick this up tomorrow. Tomorrow morning it will be heading out of the yard and no longer part of this adventure. It served me well for the time that I had it, other than the well-documented customer service issues that seem to be ongoing with everybody who has this product. But I will continue to say that if you're looking for a upgrade, an affordable upgrade from a box store splitter, this offers a lot of features that you can't get unless you start spending a little more money, such as the adjustable four-way wedge, the log lift, the auto cycle. So, I mean, you get what you pay for, like I've explained in other videos, but I just wanted to let you know that the Ramsplitter is heading out this week, so it will no longer be part of the yard. The Countyline is hanging around because I use that for resplitting my bundle wood, but we may be making a change here soon as well. Something is in the works for that, so we'll have to wait and see what goes on there. But let me take you over to the shed now, since Mom's running the mower, so there's not much noise, and talk to you about what's going on. All right, welcome to my office, aka the little shed. The thing I wanted to talk to you about today is the difference between what I believe, and these are all my thoughts, these are all my opinions, and some of my wife's as well, we'll talk about as far as this whole conversation goes. So take it for what it's worth, take it lightheartedly. If you agree with me, great. If you don't agree with me, that's fine too. But what I want to talk about is the difference between a hobby and a business. And when does your hobby become a business, or does it, or can it be both? And that's what we've been kind of struggling with probably for the past year or more. My wife is a very, very loyal, ethical, by the rules type personality. And I like to think that I am too, but she takes it to another level. She's a very, very, very good human being. And she likes everything to be squared away, the I's dotted, the T's crossed. And she's been on me about this for a little while, to explore, research, and do something about it. And the issues that we've been encountering or giving a lot of thought to is this a hobby or has it become a business? And I think in a hobby hobbies can make a little bit of money on the side, put a little play money in your pocket or whatever. But my business, my hobby might be a little different than what you're doing. And the concerns that we have completely revolve around my delivery option that I give to my customers. And other than the bundle sales, I do not allow pickups here at the yard whatsoever. And the reason that I've never allowed pickups to occur here for bulk firewood sales is because of liability reasons. As you know, we're on my mother's property here. There's a lot of machinery here, there's a lot of tripping hazards here, there's a lot of things that could go wrong with somebody being on our property, backing into a piece of equipment, damaging somebody's vehicle, what have you. So I don't allow pickups for that reason. However, I'm doing deliveries to people's property. So it's the complete opposite of the way I'm trying to protect myself by not allowing pickups. So I'm doing deliveries to people's houses where I'm backing a trailer into tight places, around corners, through people's fences, into people's yards, into people's driveways, sometimes even backed into people's garages or barns. And that presents an issue that is the root of what I'm talking about. And that is what my liability is for when I'm doing this. Now, I'm very cautious, I'm very careful. I feel like I'm pretty good at backing a trailer up. I've got a lot of experience, but accidents happen. And the greatest people who have a skill in anything make mistakes. So I'm trying to protect myself, protect my family a little bit from that. So what I've decided to do is, even though I'm not going to be an LLC or a corporation or anything like that, I'm still going to be a sole proprietor as far as my tax filings go and what have you, but I've decided to explore some insurance options. And what I have done is created a commercial auto policy that will cover my pickup truck, both my dump trailers, now the dump truck, and it also comes with a personal liability policy. So if I were to, back into somebody's yard and I was dumping wood and say I hit and broke a tree, or I hit a wire, or gosh forbid I, dump the wood and damage something next to somebody's house, or whatever that situation may be, I would be covered in that area too. My equipment here at the yard, it protects that stuff from theft or damage. So obviously a commercial policy is a little bit more expensive than your personal auto would be. However, another concern that my wife really had was if I were to get into an accident on the highway, if I were to back into somebody's car in a driveway or hit somebody's house, and that customer were to, or the other person involved in the accident were to call my insurance company and say, yeah, he was delivering firewood, my personal insurance company would probably say, oh, you're delivering firewood, you're in a business, your policy doesn't cover that. We're going to deny coverage for this whole claim. So that's another issue that's probably the biggest issue. So moving forward, I now have a commercial auto policy for all my vehicles and some liability coverage for myself. And that's what we've decided to do, and that's what we're doing. So I've kind of explored and talked to some other people about how they handle it, and everybody's situation's a little different. If you just have a roadside stand and you're not delivering firewood, then you probably don't need anything to do with this. But if you are delivering firewood, you should check your policy and just consider the what ifs, because that could add up really quickly if you weren't able to have coverage. So my wife's a little happier now, which means I'm a little happier now. And it's just kind of a bullet we had to bite. When I purchased the dump truck, that really, perked her ears up and made her a little more aggressive on what we were going to do, because, we're adding things all the time, and even though we're not trying to grow this thing huge, it is slowly getting a little bit bigger, and you have to kind of shift and adjust and go with the flow. So that's what we're doing here. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. If there's something I'm missing, if you think I'm going overboard, tell me that too. But my family always comes first, and I want to make sure that we're all protected while I'm enjoying this hobby, this community that we have here, and make sure everything's on the up and up. That's going to be it for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of information, maybe found it valuable or useful in some way. A lot of the videos that I watch don't really touch on that kind of stuff, and I'm not saying that what I'm doing is correct or incorrect, but it's just a little bit of insight into how I'm dealing with the operation that I'm doing here. So for those of you that are heading to Paul Bunyan this weekend, I hope to catch up with you. I will try to bring some of the events and vendors and all the activities that are going on there to you here on next Wednesday's video. And until then, I hope you all have a great week. We'll see you next time.